So I go back to the door, she refuses to open, and then I think something happened and I went crazy. I was like, Dad, open the doors, Jinini, why don't you guys want for me to talk to my dad? You know, and then my brother was walking 1 kilometer away. He's like, Njeri, let's go.
Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. It's Mwangi Monday, where we discuss all things governance. We try to encourage each other. We share stories of real life situations that will help you to encourage yourself, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and know that it is possible. And today, Jerry, you wanted to talk about a generation that honors our parents and the story of the PLF fatherhood class. Even me, I'm intrigued. I don't know whether I was there, but I'm also intrigued to hear what the story is.
Yes, you are there.
I was there. Okay, good. Now let me hear the story.
Wow. So, as I said, my dad and my mom separated, and I was closer with my father than I was with my mom for a while, because we used to relate a lot. In fact, the person who introduced me to God and anything related to God was my father.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we used to do
done,
devotions.
Dad. That's amazing.
Yes. So immediately they separated. Now I went to look for him, and it was very clear from our conversation that at that time things had to be the way they were because of some misunderstanding between them. So for me, I felt rejection. I felt really rejected, and I was very angry for a while. And I was like, "Oh, you don't want me? Even me, I don't want you. We can do this." Yeah, so sad. So when we were doing PLF class, the fatherhood class, and you gave us an instruction after the class 5, and you said, everybody, go look for your parents. Tell them that you're sorry for anything that you've ever done and you need their blessing. And I was like, why am I sorry? I am not sorry. Why? I was like, oh, no, I'm not sorry. So I was really debating. But there's one thing I remember when we were at the Josephs at that time, there was something on the wall which was obedience plus willingness is equals to fruitfulness. And that time I was not fruitful at all. So I was like, okay, so maybe this is the formula, because nowadays I used to see things a lot as formulas. So I was like, now I need to go look for my dad. Okay, fine. So I go.
And at this point, you hadn't seen your dad for how long?
For 5 years. I had not seen my dad for 5 years. I didn't know where he was. I don't think he knew where I was. It was just cut. So I took one of my brothers, the one who just follows me, and I was like, I need to go look for dad. Even him, he was like, what are you trying? Yeah. I was like, please take me. Then he was like, okay, fine. So we go look for my dad. I from relatives from his sides who I didn't know before I even got to know them, and I got to find my father. Now, even the day of going for that blessing was one huge dramatic day, because I reach and I knock the door, and I think the help comes and opens the door, and she looks at us. Then I think she looks at my brother. She sees some resemblance, and she slowly starts closing the door. So I'm like, why are you closing the door? I'm like, hi, we're here to see so and so. He's my dad. They're like, she closed the door. Then she was like, have you called, I think, my stepmom? I was like, I don't have her number. Can you help me with it? I called, she doesn't pick up. So she said, they are not here. There's nobody here. So I asked her, can you please at least sit and wait for them? Because me in my head, I was like, I am not living here without my blessing, full stop. And I'm not doing this journey again. So the woman was like, no. Then she just shuts the door on us. And then one of my aunties had told me, when you go down the staircases, the first window is your dad's room. I don't even know how she got to know, because even her, she had not seen my dad for a while. So I don't know. I just went and I knocked the door. Hello, Dad. Then he said, yes, what's up? Something like that. I was like, oh yeah, he's inside. Why are you lying to me? Hey. So I go back to the door. She refuses to open. And then I think something happened and I went crazy. I was like, Dad, open the doors. Jinini, why don't you guys want for me to talk to my dad? And then my brother was walking 1 kilometer away. He's like, Njeri, let's go. Me, I'm telling him, why can't we see him? Why? And it even started raining on me, and I was standing outside. Hey, it was so crazy. Then I called one of my aunties. She told me, you know what? There's a chief's place. Go to the chief and tell them you want to see your dad. My brother was just like, what is wrong with this guy? So we go to the chief's place, and I tell the chief, me, I have no harm. There's nothing I want. I just want to see my dad, and I want my blessing.
Wow.
And we were kept there for almost 3.5 hours, almost 4 hours. And then people were called, I don't know, people, community, something, I don't understand. Then finally I was able to see my father. And that day, any healing happened, not just for myself, but also for my brother. And I remember even when I went to my dad and told him, okay, we are sorry. No, at least when I said sorry, I meant it because I had done a lot of damage. I was like, okay, so, because the neighbors were even coming out and they were wondering, who's this dramatic woman? So I told him, oh, we are sorry for anything we've ever done. We just came here for our blessing. And that there's something I really got, is that, you know, when our parents do things that are wrong to us, we really judge them because we feel like they should be held on a higher standard. And that day I understood they're just human beings. And when he prayed, because he prayed for us, I was like, wow, he still prays.
You recorded the prayer.
Yes, I recorded the prayer. And I remember he said that today a heavy load has been lifted away from me. Then I understood that it's sometimes not just about you, you know, it was also about him. And from that day, a lot changed for myself, for my brothers.
For your brothers.
Yes. So, and you know, we're a generation who we feel very entitled. Yes. I see it in myself.
I'm glad you've said so.
I mean, I know.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, you are very entitled.
Yes. I even write down the things. I'm a boss, all those things. But I think it is important to remember things like honor, because it's a first commandment with a promise. And that day, for me, I have lived through the promise. So that's why I wanted to talk about fatherhood. And
I'm so grateful. And I'm so grateful that you also really insisted. You know, a lot of people, if it had been your younger brother, would have walked away, which is okay. You know, those guys, they don't like drama. Like, please, can we have less drama? So would have walked away. But I like the fact that you really insisted. I think that day you told me we're going. Yeah. You told me in the morning, let's pray, we're going. And you went and you insisted and you got to see him.
Yes.
And I'll never forget, even when I had the recording, I cried and cried and cried. And from that day, without a shadow of a doubt, Njeri, we cannot doubt it. It cannot be any other way. God has continued to bless you. And yet there was already the blessing. Because had you finished already? Or you were in 4th year?
No, I had not yet finished. I was in 5th year.
5th year?
Yes.
So we were going to complete that process. Yeah. And it was amazing. Yeah, even for our...
And also, I think also honoring. When you honor, like I honored my dad, his word came to pass. You know, he told me before, you're going, it doesn't matter. Actually, he said it doesn't matter where the school fees is going to come from. That is in first time, before I even started, you're going to finish. Yeah, he prophesied. You know, we'll be doing a series also on fatherhood in this month, and Mulwa and George were talking that fathers set the atmosphere by prophesying that what they are saying. So your father prophesied without knowing. And he didn't know that even he was going to be the cause, that he's even not going to stop paying the school fees, but he said, yes, you will finish. Imagine. And
you finished. That was released into the atmosphere. That's why the father's blessing is very important. And we can't get stuck on, my parents did, yes, they did. Nobody's saying they didn't do. But we've got to get past that and get the blessing that we need to move forward in life, because it's like a natural order of life. A natural order of life, if you look at the Bible, it's amazing how many places, before the father leaves, he blesses the children. Blessings. You need that father's blessing. You need it. You need it. And look at what it has done. Look, when I look at this model, that's why I told you to bring it. For me, this is faith, and faith that has taken place. Yeah. So I'm really grateful that you honored your parents, you honored your father, and you insisted, and you went and you received the father's blessing. And we know that this story will end well. And I know you've helped your people. You are age mates. You have helped them. Because are you millennials or your Generation Z? Who are you?
I'm still a millennial. I think I'm a millennial.
You're a millennial?
Yeah, not Generation Z.
So you see now you're even cutting the Generation Z.
No, I'm not.
We're all looking at you horrified. We're like, who are these people? Where did they? What? But I'm grateful. So I know that you've encouraged somebody. So thank you for sharing that from us. And thank you for obeying.
Yes.
Thank you for obeying, even when it didn't make sense. God bless you. I hope you're encouraged. Take action. Do something. Go receive your father's blessing and forgive your parents. They are people. God bless you. See you next Monday.